What's up guys, Chilaja here with my first Fallout 4 video ever, and today we are going to be focusing on a mod that adds some Enclave themed gear and quests, as well as a few locations to the Commonwealth. I always thought it was strange that the Enclave didn't make an appearance in Fallout 4. I know that the Brotherhood technically wiped them out in Fallout 3, but I definitely expected them to make some kind of a comeback. That is until I actually played through Fallout 4 and realized they're not even in the game. America Rising, A Tale of the Enclave is a mod that adds a main quest which brings the Enclave faction back into the game. The questline starts with a strange radio signal coming from Vault 111. As you tune in and walk towards the signal, you will find a new section of Vault 111 which has Enclave personnel frozen in cryopods, but they are still alive, unlike the civilians from Vault 111. The first thing I noticed with the quest is that the voice acting and dialogue are much better than most of what you would find in the base game.
What's going on?
Where is everyone?
Wait, I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
So once you thaw out the space Nazi, they will have you restore a nearby radio facility and link it up to the vault so that the general may make contact with quote-unquote command, which of course the comms are going to be down because the Brotherhood of Steel annihilated the Enclave in the events of Fallout 3. The main quest line goes on to have you gather materials and secure a vertibird so that the Enclave can get to the oil rig and use it as a base of operations. I don't want to get too deep into the rest of the quest line because I don't want to ruin the entire story for you guys. But what I can say is that this mod introduces about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay between the main quest and new locations, and it doesn't interfere with the game's core quest or story. It was meant to take you from Acts 1 to 7 with the Enclave, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case anytime soon. Although there is a mod that is going in that direction, and I talk about it later in this video. The final quest is really fun and a super heavy density shooter situation. You can definitely expect to get a level or two from completing all the quests and from the battles involved in this mod. So what can you expect to get from this mod on top of the main quest line and some side quests? According to the mod page, you get 2 new companions, although I've only found Peterson so far, many new locations, an Enclave radio station, Enclave Pip-Boy, a player home at the oil rig, and random encounters. You can also get a mod called Gear of the Enclave, which is made from the same team. It will introduce some more energy weapons and apparel and stores throughout the game. The oil rig is a really cool location and becomes the base of operations for the Enclave once you help them secure it. You have a small player home on the rig, and if you use a portable workshop mod, you can add your own flair and clutter to the rig. If I go beyond the oil rig, I will give away probably too much of the mod story, so let's check out some mods that really complement America Rising. The community has really taken it upon themselves to continue the story with Rise of the Enclave, a mod that continues the story of America Rising. The mod requires that you have finished America Rising and have installed the Hellfire XO3 Power Armor mod. It adds some large-scale battles and story that adds a lot to the Enclave experience in Fallout 4. It also introduces new armor, weapons, quests, and locations in the Commonwealth. Episode 1 and 2 are currently out, and Episode 2 is fairly new, so expect some bugs, but it's totally worth playing. Okay, so a mod that is compatible with this is Endless Warfare. So this is for when the game gets too easy, you're level 110. This mod adds enemies that spawn randomly in the game. You can set how many or how frequently they spawn, or what spawns. And this is, again, fully compatible with America Rising if you get the compatibility patch. So here are a few more mods that I would highly suggest using if you really want to dive into an Enclave playthrough. You get the Enclave Settlement Kit and Colonel Autumn Duster. So this is a mod that's really cool. It adds some Enclave turrets and beds and some other decorations that you can use. The items are located under the decorations MISC for some reason, but it adds a lot of great stuff to the game. It also adds an Enclave bunker in the glowing sea. It's, in my opinion, the best designed Enclave bunker out of any mod that I've ever seen. The Remnants Bunker, which we're going to get to, is also super cool, but it's not quite as well designed as this one. Constructable Guards allows you to build either BOS or Enclave guards for your settlements. They can cost anywhere between 1 and 3,000 caps, but they add to your settlement's defense score. Just keep in mind that if they die defending the settlement, you will have to hire another. Remnants Bunker is an amazing mod if you want to add a lot of assets for the workshop for building Enclave-style settlements. The only thing I don't like about this mod is that one of the rooms in the bunker has an infinite stash of drugs like Stimpaks and Jet. Maybe even Psycho. It's a little bit broken, but I mean, you can just choose not to use it, which is what I do. The bunker itself is a huge player home that you can design to your heart's content, and it has a vendor which you can buy all the Enclave weapons and gear from that come with Gear of the Enclave. Finally, Enclave Resurgent adds a lot of Enclave fun to the game. This mod does so much that I really should do a full video on it to do it justice. So this is my first Fallout video. This is a new channel that I made. So if you guys made it this far, I really appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you sub, and I'm going to be making lots of Fallout content. I'm also really looking forward to playing Starfield when it releases. I'll definitely be doing content for that as well.